Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grappling Man's videos. I've got a new PC and I wanted to make my first video at one of the new sites from Update 16. We are headed to a Thargoid Barnicle Matrix. This site is located in Pegasi sector and in just B4-72. My friend Jasper Litt showed me how to get to this place, and so I landed there, and while I was there, he and I were attacking revenants and just examining the base. So I thought I'd share it with some of my people that watch my videos. If you like the video, please subscribe and like. I will try to be a lot more timely with my videos now that I have the new PC. Settings are on Ultra, and I just am really thrilled about how much better it looks and how much smoother the game is for me. Okay, let's get to it. Well, here's me. I landed far away the first time we landed, and there's Jasper hovering around just checking me out. He was giving me intel, let me know there's some revenants nearby. I parked really far away the first time, so I had a long way to walk, so I'll spare you. Anyway, here's some of the structures that you can see. This big rock-like structure. There's a revenant over here, and so I was hiding for a second. There he is. I wanted to check if he was in range for my missile launcher, but it's a little bit far away. I really couldn't get him, so I decided to get a little bit closer and check out the scene, make sure I didn't run into another revenant. And so I ran over here to this barnacle, got a little bit closer, and started hiding. I took a shot just to kind of make them a little bit more aggressive, and to my surprise, after I started getting them coming toward me, off to my right I hear a missile, and it's Jasper. He's on the ground, and we're both killing revenants. That was a real pleasant surprise. It's actually a good fun game loop to go with several people to this place and actually have a good time doing this stuff. Anyway, so I've also found that when you're shooting these revenants, instead of using the scope, it's just better to get a lock with the target turning red like that, and then you shoot, and boom, you can get him. See, just killed him there. And you saw Jasper shot there on the side. Okay, well, there are a bunch of revenants here, and they only appeared once you stepped on foot, because I landed my ship and didn't get out, and no revenant showed up. As soon as I got on foot, instantly they showed up. So there must be some kind of a human trigger or something. Anyway, we took out a few of these, and after a while, I decided I would push it a little bit, and I got myself in trouble. So I did return again, and when I returned, I was a little bit more careful, and I did a little bit more research on what this stuff looked like. I got in my SRV and drove around a little bit more. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about this revenant killing, and then we're going to move on here. I tried to help Jasper with this one, but I couldn't get him, so I moved a little closer. There he was. He's in target now, and you'll see we both shoot this guy. It's pretty cool, actually. I couldn't see my friend, but I saw his shot, and there's his shot right there, and there's shot two, and I shot mine, and I think we wounded him, but we didn't kill him. And anyway, he proceeded to go out of range, and I couldn't help Jasper, but he seemed to have things well under control. And I moved on from there back to my ship. Well, when I headed back to my ship, I ran into a whole slew of these guys, and they took me out. So I came back, and this time I decided I'd be a little bit smarter. And so here's a good view from the outside camera of the area surrounding my little Viper. You can see how tall those coral trees are, and you get a good glimpse here of what this place looks like in the graphics, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty neat little place. I mean, the revenants are the hardest thing there. I did go around and find some organic structures, which I'll show you in a few minutes, and you can shoot them. There's one right there, right on that coral, little, looks like an orange bee's nest or something. You can shoot that, and then you can pick it up with your cargo scoop. However, it is caustic, so you want to keep your ship nearby and have a caustic cargo rack. But it's a pretty nice little site, and so I took off in the SRV for a little while, and I tried to get closer to the revenants to see what I could do to them with my SRV. So let's get back into this ship, or let's get into the SRV actually, and take a little ride. First of all, I want to say hello to my ship, the Xenobait. Fun little Viper. You need a fast ship. He's not the fastest, but it's a pretty good ship. So here we go in the SRV. This is a Scorpion, and it's pretty effective here. You'll notice that right here is the structure that I was talking about, and you can target that and then shoot it, and a small little fragment will pop off. I tried to shoot these things here, nothing really happened. I tried to scan them, nothing really happened. You can also scan from your ship. You don't have to even get out into an SRV. If you can get your ship close enough, you can do a composition scan on all these things and acquire some data that, or codex entries anyway, I should say. Anyway, I'm going to pull up to these other coral over here. I'm being careful I don't run into any revenants. I didn't want to lose my Scorpion. And but you can see here, it'll pop up in a second that there's organic matter, just like at the Guardian sites, where those little things you can destructive panels you can target. So you can target these, you can shoot them, and they will sprout these little organic balls, which you'll see here shortly rolling down the hill. Here's a closer look at one of those structures. You can see it's like a big old glob, but once you shoot it, I think I'll shoot it here, you'll see it kind of pop. That's it. And that was me shooting in this, so that was the way it pops. And you'll see little fragments rolling around. Now, I had a hard time finding it at first, but here's one right here coming up. You'll notice it's going to be right there on my right, and you'll see it rolling right there. I tried to pick it up, but for some reason I couldn't get it. And well, no, actually I did get this one, and I got this one in, but like I said, these are corrosive, so as soon as you get it, you need to head back to your ship and put it in there if you have a corrosive cargo rack. And that's what I did. I started running back to my ship. It's called Coral Sap. I don't know what it's for, but I'm sure it'll be for something. And so I headed back to the ship. I had to recall it because I dismissed it earlier on a revenant that was attacking it. And as soon as I showed up at the ship, you can see here it's surrounded by revenants. I just want to show you what the Scorpion can do. When you get that Aculeus launch, sit up there and bam, one shot, one kill. So I sat here and took out 2 or 3 of these things before I made it back to my ship. Barely made it back to my ship, I should say. And when I got in the ship, I was barely able to escape, but I did get up into the air. Once I got up into the air, however, they all turned on the ship. I tried to use the Gauss cannon, I tried to use the AX machine gun, and none of that had any effect. And my ship was getting pretty beat up. They did bust my window, and so on. So I got, even before I got on there, I tried to hit some here, but I was panicking so much I couldn't hit anything. So I just said, forget this. I'm getting back in the ship before I get blown up. Yeah, because they were killing me. I mean, I was fairly safe behind the shield of the ship, but the ship was taking a beating, and I was not getting any hits. So this was not really a good place to stick around. I'm a long way from any repair. At least I thought I was at the time. Anyway, you can see the projectile they shoot to my screen. Took my window out, and I got up high enough to where I could try to fly, and they disabled my drive. You can see that. So I had a hard time flying, but I did eventually get myself into the air and got away from them for a minute, get recollected in my thoughts, and I came back, and I tried to stay at the top of their range, and I shot back down at them with some remote flak like you do with the swarm, thinking, and I know that previous to this update you could use that against revenants in settlements, And I haven't seen many of those missions offered. I've been really wanting to get them. I was able to do about 4 or 5, but I haven't found any recently, and I really enjoy doing those. But anyway, I started shooting these flak at them, and it actually does kill them. You'll see I don't kill many because, you know, I haven't been able to zero it in, but it is capable. You are capable of killing these things, revenants, with the flak launcher. So if you brought a flak launcher, or if you brought some missiles, AX missiles, you probably could take them out from space. Or if you had a buddy that was playing with you, they might be able to take them out while you were on foot doing other things. But either way, it's a super fun place to go if you haven't done anything. You know, I tried the Gauss cannon, and it's just silliness. But if you haven't been out there, the way you find them is you go to a Thargoid controlled system, you scan it, and go to the FSS scanner and look for planets that have Thargoid structures on them, just like it said biological or geological or human. And when you go out there, there's a chance that it could be these. It could also be a conflict zone or something else, but it seems to work. And now there is a base close to this one too. See, I killed one right there, but there is a base close to this one. If you decide you want to try this and your ship gets pretty damaged, you can go to New Gang, and New Gang will have a big base that you can land on, and you can even do a shipyard. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit long, but it's a pretty cool place. You should go out and try it. In the meantime, I'll be enjoying my new PC and making some more videos. So, Grappler Man out.